Hello everyone, and we are live again. So you guys definitely are in for a very nice episode today. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be working on a little different topic. Let me put the camera back a little bit. We have a little different topic today. See this. I had some special positions I prepared for you guys today.
Music licensing.
So let me know if you guys could hear me well. I'll put the music a bit softer for this one. Alright guys, we have some very interesting topics I'm going to get today for you guys. I guess some very nice positions we have here. Let's see. How do we clear the board? Clear board, we have white one here. Alright guys, if you all are joining in, be sure to up in the chat there, tell me where you guys are coming from. You know, what's your chess level? You've seen this channel for the first time. What's going on? So we're going to be analyzing some instructive chess today. We don't like just to play. We can do that all the time, but today we want to get some positions to learn from. That's truly going to be quite beneficial to us here on our development and improvement as chess players. So we want this position here, and this is going to be black to move here. And let me put who was white. All right. Where's the flip the board again? It's Z. So we have the position here. And then we add a game. Going through the collection here, my friends. We have a wide, vast collection here. Alright guys, if you're joining in here, International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar here, and we're going to have a very instructive lecture today. Now, we're not going to be just playing chess, but we're going to be doing something quite interesting here, guys. We're going to be talking about how to eliminate your weaknesses in chess, to pinpoint them, to find out what deficiencies you have in your game. Maybe you're suffering from something. So we're going to get rid of your weaknesses for sure. And we want you guys to start playing much better chess. So if you're joining in here, be sure to pop in the chat here. Let me know you guys are here. And then we definitely want to get started. Okay, I'm looking for some games in the database in the meantime. So guys, I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar. I'm also known as the Caribbean Chess Master. So if you guys are joining in, we have a very special lecture today. This is no ordinary playing games and anything like that. Today we have a special targeted lecture for those of you who want to actually improve at chess, get your game to the next level. Today we're going to be looking at eliminating your weaknesses in chess. I mean, what do I mean by that? Well, you're going to find out here in this lecture here. So as different chess players, We all know there were guys like world chess champions like Mikhail Tal, there were world chess champions like Kasparov, all these attackers, Alexei Shirov. You know these guys as attacking players. And we also know world champions like Karpov, as Petrosian, more positional guys who are more in tune with their pieces. Smyslov, Capablanca, if you know about that. So what exactly, why do we remember these world chess champions by the way of playing? That's because they had a huge strength in one area. So usually in chess, no one is good equally in everything. In chess, people are usually good in one area, and in the other area, they're kind of lacking a bit and they're not so good. So guys, in this position, it's black to play. What would you guys play here as black? It was black to move here. So it's black to move here, guys. White here clearly wants to trade the queens. What would you guys play with black here? We have a problem for you guys here. So type in the chat what you think black should play here, guys. Tell me, guys. So it's black to play. What would you guys play here? Get on your thinking caps on. Try to figure out this one with black to move. This was a game played with black was Mikhail Botvinnik, and he agreed at a draw here, which was not a correct decision. So what would you guys suggest here? Would you trade the queens? Would you play queen captures b3? Or would you play something else? Position doesn't look too easy. But you guys have the task to try to solve it. Does anyone here have an idea of black to play here? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat what you think here, guys. All right, guys. So you would trade the queen, my friend. All right. Are you what is your level? Are you a club player, beginner? So this was a game played by black was Mikhail Botvinnik, the world chess champion, and his opponent with white offered him a draw, and he accepted the draw because generally he thought that he has to trade the queens here, and if A captures b3, if black takes here, bishop takes b7, this pawn now on a7 is hanging, black is going to get this, and generally there's not too much here for black. Okay, your intermediate player here. So you play queen takes b3. But after a takes b3, look at white's bishop on f3 is quite strong. It looks at b7 here. And yes, white has these weak pawns here, but he does have some compensation. And the black can't play a move like rook b8, which then simply rook a7. And if he wants to defend the pawn this way, then white could even play king e2, just give this pawn, and then come in with his rook. And white has too much activity here. He'll hold the balance for sure. So queen captures b3 was not the right move. It looks logical to trade the queens. So what else does black have here, guys? Can you all think of something else for black? What would you all play here with black? As if queen b3, a b3, and white has more than enough compensation to keep the position level and a draw. So we were talking about eliminating weaknesses in chess. In this example, showcases the weakness of the former world chess champion Mikhail Botvinnik. So sometimes we see some certain types of moves, but because of our deficiencies and weaknesses in chess, we completely miss some other kinds of moves. So our friend here in chat, he missed the move as well. So this could perhaps be a deficiency in your play, my friend. This could be something you could work on. So the whole idea. What do you mean h2? What do you mean h2, my friend? What to h2? H2 is this square. So yeah, the whole idea is in chess, you should find out what you're not so good at, what area of the game, and you should dedicate a lot of time to that. These days, everyone studies the opening, even though the opening is might already be good. How would you mean A2, my friend? A2 is here. What do you want on A2? Yeah, I don't understand what move you're trying to say, my friend. A2 is, pawn is over there. Does anyone else have any suggestions here? Or am I about to show the move? Okay, but for black, what on A2? This is the A2 square. Ah, you play A6. But here A6, then white simply will take. Man, white could actually just play B3, kick your bishop back, and black didn't really accomplish anything here. Now, very funnily enough, my friend, the correct move. Did you consider this move rook captures F3? First of all, the whole point is black would like to move back with his queen, but here he runs into this d5, and this is not so good. So why not rook captures F3? The idea is if queen c4, we have the in-between move, rook captures e3 check. We just want to take his queen. If he goes queen e2, we take, and we have the two bishops versus the rook. This is winning here, easily here. So rook captures f3 is the move. And after gf3, simply queen c6 with a double attack on the pawn on f3 and his queen on b3. And the white king has no safe place to go. The king side doesn't look too safe. The queen side doesn't look safe as well. And our bishops are working very powerfully here. So this was the correct operation to sacrifice the exchange here. Then we just come back queen c6. What can white do here? White already is quite limited here. If queen d1, black could even proceed bishop d5. And now the pressure here becomes quite annoying for white. Rook c1. And now this queen e6. Again, white is in some trouble here. White has no healthy way to deal with his king. And this bishop on d5 is worth more than a rook. For sure. So this was the correct solution, my friend. That was missed by you and also the grandmaster, the world chess champion in the game. Rook takes f3. Dynamic move. Sacrificial move. And that's the problem with some players. They don't always see moves such as that. Sometimes those moves don't even come in their mind. And that's one weakness we need to work on. In chess, we need to eliminate any stereotypes against any moves. We should be able to play any kinds of moves. So how did you like that example, my friend, here? We had a very good example here. So the question was black to move. And okay, white wants to trade the queens. And what we going to do about that? That's fine, my friend. Do you have like a FIDE rating or something, my friend? Do you have a FIDE rating? Look, my friend, I'm a coach here. You can contact me directly if you want those services. I might or might not accept you. I currently have a lot of students, but maybe I have some space. It depends on your goals and your seriousness. So here again, 290, all right. Well, you have some work to do to improve. But one thing I can tell you for sure, you found a good channel because I'm an international master. I'm the #1 rated player from my country and from the English-speaking Caribbean. And on this channel here, we are professionals. It's not only about entertainment, not only about having fun, but it's also about improving and getting our game to the next level. So you definitely come to the right place here. You have a lot of content here. So yeah, this was a very instructive one. This rook captures f3 here. This sacrifice here, that's definitely a very instructive one. So all right, Now let's try to show that through some games. So I'll play some games. That's what everyone likes the most. Everyone doesn't like to learn. Everyone likes to see me play and to explain what's going on. Thank you very much, my friend here. We stream quite regularly on chess.com here, and as you know, our official partner, chess.com, we stream quite regularly and we try to bring very good content here of the educative form. So where are you from, my friend? Are you from America? Are you from Europe? Where are you coming from? All right, let's play bishop f5, c4. So generally in the opening, like the first few moves of the game, you want to bring out your pieces towards these 4 squares in the center and get all the pieces out. So now I'll play e6, opening up my other bishop here. Knight c3. I would be a little bit worried about this queen b3 to attack b7. So I'll play the move c6 in order to meet queen b3 with queen b6. And this generally should be okay for me. Now, do I really want to trade queens? If I trade the queens, I'm opening up his rook. And then he's going to play b4, b5. I can just move my queen back to c7, honestly. And now I have to be wary. Maybe we'll play knight h4 to catch my bishop. So let's just secure the space for my bishop here with pawn to h6. Rook c1. Okay, very good, my friend, very good. Rook c1, let's play knight d7. I'm going to play bishop e7 and castle. Yeah, again, we're going to play simple chess. g5 I could play also. Yeah, g5 looks more in the spirit of the position because he wants to play on the queen side. So it's a little bit better if I play on the king side. I want to open up the position here. He's playing b4, he wants b5. I'll play a6 with the idea that I want him to play a4 and then I'll castle. I'll allow him to play b5, but I'll take opening up the queen side a little bit. Then either I can think of knight e4 or e5. I don't see a reason not to play e5, so I'll go ahead and break open the center here. But usually when your opponent doesn't castle and he leaves his king in the center like this, he definitely should head out for his king. So now he wants to maintain the status quo of the position, leave the pawns with the tension in the center here. So I need to find a way to put some pressure here. It's not going to be easy. I'm taking knight e4 as one option. e4, he'll move his knight. Honestly, won't have anything too much there. Let's try this knight e4. Castles. I don't have any big tactics or anything like that. Huh. Alright, so I need to think how to proceed here for sure. Knight takes c5 doesn't look like it brings any fruit or anything. Like knight d2, queen d2. You can take with the knight. Now you just take with the queen. Then e4. I'm not sure how good is that. Also, rook a3 looks a little bit interesting. The idea that I want to take the a file and play here, since the a file is open, the rooks belong on the open file. So that's a very old rule in chess. I will say, put your rooks on the open file. He does have this quite annoying pressure on the queen side and so on. I should be able to manage that. Should be manageable. Shouldn't be anything too bad. Alright, so guys, if we have any new viewers to the channel, I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar here. My favorite player from the Caribbean. Also happen to be the #1 player from the English-speaking Caribbean. And we try to bring you some very nice improvement chess content. Put the music out. Let's see, he plays b6. So he's closing the queen side. Now, where to move my queen? I can play queen d8, queen e7. I generally like that a little bit more. Yeah, I like my queen on e7, which also looks at the king side. Maybe even I should start some initiative on the king side, because then generally that's where my play is here. has this pawn in my throat with pawn to b6. I don't want to allow that, guys. Knight b1. He's making a backward move to kick my rook. I can play the little bit, the kind of aggressive move, rook a2.
Music licensing.
Or I can just simply play rook a8. Rook a1 I can also play. I'm not sure exactly where to put my rook. Rook a2, yes, queen b3 perhaps. Rook a1 looks... It looks annoying for him at least. Let's just come back solidly here. Then we want queen e7. We want all my pieces coordinated. Bishop c3. Let's play queen e7. Next I want h5 actually. Maybe rook e8. Alright guys. Do we have any new viewers here today? I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar. Come from the Caribbean here, man. Trinidad and Tobago. We ain't no ordinary chess player, man. We ain't doing this for fun. This is my job, guys. I get paid for that. Make a living from it. Rook e8, maybe I got some more pressure. Knight c3, I'm going to take his bishop. Knight c3, rook c3. Let's build up the pressure here, guys. Alright, let's keep going. Knight e4. Take with the bishop or the pawn. Yeah, I don't like with the pawn too much. Okay. So again, he has this clamp on the queen side. However, I definitely want to play on the king side. So we're playing someone from Israel here. Okay. Knight h2. Do I not have some tactics? I smell something here. e4, he has to take with the bishop. He has to take with the bishop. Now this pawn. Huh. I think I can just win that pawn, honestly, guys. But I have to be careful. I don't want this knight come into g4. I don't know what I mean. So bishop d4, queen d4, rook a5, he has knight g4. That's quite annoying. I wouldn't want that to happen, honestly. Alright, so yes, I have to be careful of my king's position. Bishop f8, I can play. It's too passive. I don't like such passive moves.
Music licensing reimagined.
Knight e5, but then also I'm not attacking the c5 pawn. I want to get rid of that. Let's try this rook a5. It might be a little bit risky. But let's try to see how he's going to defend his c5 pawn. If the moment is right, I may even sacrifice the exchange like Petrosian with rook c5. I'm not scared of knight g4 at the moment. I can kick it away with some f5. Alright guys, let's get going. Drop in chat, guys. Where are we watching from today? Alright. It's real music here, guys. How do you all like this Caribbean music, man? So if you're watching from chess.com, be sure to come across to the YouTube chat, guys. I'm watching all the comments on YouTube. They were interacting with all the viewers.
Artlist.io.
Alright. Yeah, he's thinking.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright. Knight g4. Can this kick his knight? Yeah, can this play f5? I have to be careful of my bishop on e4, might get trapped with some f3. Let's think of, can I play h5? h5, then knight h2. He literally just wants to go back, and my h pawn will be weak. f5, knight h2. Yeah, he wants to trap my bishop on e4. Yeah, I'm not sure. Can I play h5, knight h2?
Music licensing reimagined.
Can I ignore him? Can I just take knight c5? Knight c5, bishop g7, king g7. I think maybe this might. Maybe this. No. Bishop g7, king g7, queen d4, f6. What does he have here? Did I miss anything, guys? Queen d4, f6. Maybe once knight takes f6. Yeah, maybe once knight f6. Queen f6. Rook c5. But we should be fine here, I mean. I see some tactics along the lines here. Rook c5, queen c5. Let's try to trade everything and then play bishop g2. I see miss that move.
Music licensing reimagined.
Do I have anything? I mean, my bishop is under attack. I believe I have to take his rook. He takes. He wants bishop takes d6. I think I can take on h3. No, bishop h3 still plays bishop d6. I have to play this. If I can just play king f6, king e5, king d4, the game is easily won. Maybe I'm going to simply pick up his pawns. King f6, king e5, king d4. So my pawns seem to be quite well defended. Bishop on a6 does a very good job. Let's just come in. I mean, king f6, king e5, king d4. Mango king e5, king d4, and grab his pawns. Not sure what he could do, or if he could do anything. Oh, very good, my friends from Nigeria. Thank you for watching. And yeah, you just want to come in. We just want to eat the spawns. I'm just a little worried. King wants to come to g4. Let's go with my pawn here first. Scare him a little bit. Pass pawn should be pushed. And now I go king d5, and now I'll just use his pawns. Because he wanted to go king g4, king h5, so I diverted his king first. And we got him here, guys. We got him. Let's check out the game. Wasn't the most classy game. However, we played with 90% accuracy, so not so bad. So yeah, in the opening, I like the strategy. So I get my bishop out here, and then I create the pawn chain on light squares. So first I get my bishop out, then I build like this pawn triangle in the center. Yeah, he's attacking my pawn here. I'm not afraid to go into the endgame. He played c5. Now generally if I trade queens, this is not too good for me here. But he's just gonna play b4, b5, and his rook is quite active. So I move back, he played bishop d2. And I played h6 because I didn't want to allow any knight h4 for him to trap my bishop. Here, if knight h4, I believe he perhaps should have played this. Yeah, he should have gone for this. Yeah, I played h6, knight d7, g5 was good. e5 also immediately would have been good. a6 we castle. e5 we played well. So the guy is playing on the queen side. So we need to take the initiative in the center. Bishop e2. Yeah, knight e4 wasn't too well. Look at e4. He has to take with the pawn. Then maybe just rook e8. Knight e4. We have some more space. Yeah, rook a3. Again, rook f8. Which have been played and so on. Came back.
Music licensing reimagined.
Queen e7. What did I miss? A rook e8. Sorry, knight c3. Rook c3 and simply rook a2. Yeah, this was good. So it was a little bit inaccurate game, but it seems here we played well. Rook a5. We grab knight c5. Funnily enough, guys. Funnily enough, we actually should have played king g6. Should have played king g6. He blundered here, guys. He should have played rook c5, and then knight f6. He played knight f6 first, but we found this brilliant bishop g2. And yeah, this was simply winning here. We went on to easily win. What do you think about that game, guys? Keep on going. All right.
Artlist.io.
Let's play bishop b5, slow and steady weapon. g6, we just double his pawn, say it is well known. Play d3 first, stop any c4, then f4. I'll play f4, knight f3. Castles. Quite strange play by him, knight f3. I think I can play even e5 here. With the idea to play knight e4 and get full control over the dark squares. This should be quite good, guys. So guys, who here is serious about improving the game?
Music licensing reimagined.
Are you all here just for fun, or do we have any guys who seriously want to take the game to the next level? Got d6 square. So guys, share the channel with your family and your friends. We're building our following here, guys. We have true content here, true improvement tips, and we have to come out there. So knight e5. So generally here, black has these weak holes in this position on d6 and f6. His bishop is closed in by my pawns. So my plan is generally quite simple, guys. I'm just going to play against his weaknesses. One funny idea is I could just play g5 and g4 and g5 to completely shut down this position. Castles is the more. I don't want to go ahead and just grab this pawn here. But even though he loses a pawn, he might get his f6 with some compensation. Should we be scared of that, honestly? Yeah, the question is, should we even be scared of that? Can we take that pawn? Can we, if g4, knight h4? Let's try this. Let's try to play. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the stream.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, so maybe I'll be completely shut down his bishop if I play g5 again. That'll be funny. I'll give him the f4 square for his knight, the f5 square for his knight.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, I'm thinking, can I take knight? Can I trade here and then play g5? Bury his bishop alive.
Music licensing.
Something can just play g5 and just bury his bishop alive. Then way he can never play f6. Yeah, let's play g5. Bury his bishop.
Artlist.
Continue development. Yeah, maybe we want to play h4, h5.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, b3 is going to play b5.
IO.
I think let's just go h4, c4, h5. Let him do what he wants to do.
Music licensing reimagined.
My king is safe for now. I'm good, my friend. I'm good. Very nice sunny day today in Serbia. Very nice sunny day in Serbia. Let's go for him. h5.
Artlist.io.
Now I want to get my queen in the game. So guys, those of you may have noticed I have a bad case of the hiccups. I have a bad case. I don't know, I ate something there or however, but I have a bad case of the hiccups, guys.
Artlist.
Excuse me for that. Yeah, the weather's good today, man. Very good. Very strange for February. Usually it's colder.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, so generally, if I could get queen h3 and attack him on the h file, it could be a quick mate. Then again, I have to see what to do with my my own king. Yeah, my friend Mr. Ricky Chess. I don't know. Been playing too much chess. I got the chess hiccups.
Artlist.io.
What to do, my friends? Oh. Anyways, my friends. But in March, I'm going back to my country
Reimagined.
to be there for a month. Alright, guys. So you all came in at the wrong moment. Started getting a case of the hiccups there. Don't know what's going on. No. Oh, we're fighting through it. Yeah, maybe Snow will be in March. He decided to sacrifice his bishop, however, that cannot be good.
Artlist.io.
You just take it here. His bishop was his main defender of his king. Yeah, I can't play. I would like to play knight f6 check, but there's a pin. So I'll play bishop f4 first, or yeah,
Music licensing
bishop f4
reimagined.
can play, I believe, attacking his queen. Then knight f6, I could play with knight f6. Yeah, this looks not good for him. Next, I'm gonna just open this here. Let me try that, guys. I have to hold my breath.
Artlist.io. Music licensing.
Alright, now hopefully that should be better here. So yeah, the bird is an interesting opening hit, and black has many ways to meet it here now. The bird is not good to have as your main weapon, but as like a surprise to surprise your opponent once in a while, it's not a bad idea. For example, sometimes I would play the London system if I want to surprise my opponent. So today we wanted to have a very interesting discussion. Actually, we wanted to talk about weaknesses in chess and how certain chess players suffer from different weaknesses. For example, Mikhail Tal, he was known famously for being an attacking player.
Music licensing.
However, his endgame technique was not the best. So in chess, we have some players, they're very strong in some areas. However, in others, they're not too good. We will see, sir. But yeah, I developed a knight on h6 because if it goes to f5, controls the e3 square. c6. We have to take this now. d3 is weak. He's attacking here. I don't know if I can play b6. So, may have some problems with diagonal.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
I should be able to take. b6, I don't like this diagonal, opening up this diagonal of his bishop. I'm thinking how else to defend the pawn.
Artlist.io.
I could take his pawn, I'm thinking about that. queen b6 might be an option, but you can play b4. No, queen b6, b4. I have knight takes b4, I believe. But I generally don't like putting my queen in the pit. The pawn. I guess I'll try it here. I'm gonna take queen b2, b4. Might have knight b4 because of the pin with the rook here. Hello Stefan, you are not late. You join halfway there. Try to be the bird. So guys, let's do a vote. Let's do a vote now. So do you all want to learn about some World Chess Champions games today? So if I have more than 3 people in chat who say yes, then we'll look at that, my friends. So let me know in chat if you guys would like to see some instructive games from the World Champions, and we'll learn a lot of lessons and talk about identifying your weaknesses in chess and eliminating it. So if you guys want to learn that, type in chat if you're up for that. So we have more than 3 people who are up for that. We'll do it. So let me know. I've played that before. So let me know in chat, guys, if you want to do that today. If you want to see some instructive games from the World Champions and learn how to diagnose your own weaknesses in chess, what you could do to get rid of them. Okay. Queen e6. Queen e6 looks strange, but it's a tempo move. Can't be that bad.
Artlist.io.
Yes, Stefan, I have some hiccup, some problem. I don't know. Like this. I don't know what's this. Hopefully it will be solved. But yesterday I also had it yesterday. I don't know, guys. I probably ate something that didn't go too well with my stomach. All right. See, once rook e1 here, we have the exchange, but he does have some compensation. I don't want my bishop to get trapped. Bishop f6. Yeah, this way I defend e7 also. Yep, f5 I can take with the knight, so nothing is getting trapped on my watch. My queen is not having too many squares. Queen d7 is not a happy move to be made. But if it gets the job done and defends everything, I cannot complain. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It can't be that bad. I mean, it should pass. Can't be that bad. Does not require any doctor or anything. Man, we'll be good. Alright, so now when we're up some material, we want to consolidate. I need to get my bishop out in the game. My knight is offside, so knight f5 next. If he plays knight e5, I'll calmly retreat queen d8.
Artlist.io.
So I have to try our Serbian friend suggestion again and hold my breath.
Music licensing reimagined.
So now I'm playing knight f5. I have to get this knight in the game. It was just sitting at the sidelines, not doing anything. And my friend, why would I sacrifice the queen if I don't have to, my friend? Why would I do that? Why would I do that, my friend? So we're trying to learn today. We want some instructive games. Guys, we have a bad case of hiccups here. But that's part of the game. Sometimes you go to a chess tournament and you have a bad case of hiccups. But you have to play with it. You never know when you go to the tournament how you will be.
Music licensing reimagined.
So I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar. #1 player. Trinidad and Tobago here. We'll simply go back here. That's right, bro. We want instructive games. We don't want no fun, no brain rot. Queen sack for fun. Queen coming, so alright, so his bishop is strong, so he does have quite a bit of activity. His pieces are quite active, his pawn structure is questionable, but he's very active. But I'm quite solid too, and I'm off the exchange, so I need to consolidate, get my pieces out, and then the exchange should tell without any problems. My main problem is the bishop on c8 and the rook on a8. Yeah. So he's keeping up the pressure. It's quite annoying. He's attacking both e7 and he wants
Artlist.io.
my bishop. I think I have to play. I think maybe I'll play rook e8 here, get out of the pin. And as much as his knights really look, they look like he should have some blow here or some strike. Mikhail Tal was very good, my friend, but he did not always sacrifice the queen. He sacrificed it in the correct moment. So now I'm ready. I want to play bishop e6. Defended e7 against any dangers or threats. Maybe he should play g4. Plays knight g4. I don't know how highly I think of that move. I don't think that move is so good because now he can play g4 and my knight is quite solid there. Yeah, bishop e6 he's gonna take, and I'll just go bishop g7, 97, 97. I don't know what he wants. Looks quite solid for me now. Again, I would be careful with this pawn on b7, but I could even consider giving that pawn if it gives me some activity or something. But I want bishop e6 next. Yeah, I didn't want bishop e6 now. I didn't want it now, because then he could take on f6, ef6 and bishop b7, get some compensation. So I move my bishop first to g7 and then I want bishop g6, bishop e6. Why should I give my powerful dark square bishop, my friends? Let's game here. You have the hiccup master from Trinidad and Tobago.
Music licensing.
Suffering from a bad case here, guys. Alright. Generally, when we have material, we want to trade. So I'm thinking to take 93. I think nothing's wrong with that. Should be 93. Simple chess. Then bishop out e6. If queen e3, I just have bishop e6, I believe. We need to exchange, because his I think bishop e6. No, yeah, I think we have bishop e6 here. Yeah, we just want to exchange, guys. We just want to exchange. And be careful, his bishop on c5 might get trapped, actually. So after a move like b6, it only has the d4 square. So he has to be very careful of his bishop on c5 to not get trapped. Yeah, guys, I don't know what happened. I have this bad case of hiccups, guys. Hold, is anyone a doctor in chat? Do we have any doctors in chat here?
Artlist.io.
Generally have some stomach problems, guys. Not too good as a chess player to have any sort of health problems if they affect tournament play a lot. Alright,
Music
so
licensing.
here generally looks like whatever counterplay he had is wearing off.
Artlist.io.
I'll need to get the water. What's this? What does he want to do here? Yeah, I'll need to drink a whole glass of water, my friend.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, we just up a piece. No, I mean, what's this guy doing? And he will try to flag me, guys. He will not want to resign. People play chess like that. Oh god, what is this guy doing? Let's rotate. Why is he not resigning? So you see, my friends, we have hiccups. We have all kind of problems. But we still cracking them. Let's just make some space for my king. You never know. You never know. Okay, I mean, sure, you could take that, but we just with this endgame is completely winning also. The king f7.
Artlist.io.
I can even play king f7, honestly, guys. Yeah, improve my king. I don't need to worry. I'm gonna play.
Music licensing
I can play b5. It's a funny move, but I want to fix his weak pawns here. Yeah, bishop b2 I want to take. So we always have an idea with our moves, guys. What's he doing? I'll just take this, I mean.
Artlist.io.
Okay, we take this pawn. But I don't see his idea. Maybe he has no idea. Okay, take this pawn too. He wants to take here. He's getting some pawns, so I'll be a little careful.
Reimagined.
Yeah, I believe this is best. Bishop c1, I calculated king f5, rook f3, and then rook e3. Yeah, then rook e3, trade, then rooks, and then simply going after his last pawn. So I calculated this, guys.
IO.
I calculated. We just trade rooks and let's play bishop d2. We got him here. We got him here. Yeah, that was a very interesting game. Where's my water? Guys,
Music
my friend from Subas, my water has finished. My water has finished and I have the hiccups. How do we play? So we played fine here. Queen b6 was not bad. Also queen d3 should have played this.
Artlist.io.
I didn't see b6, bishop b7. I thought he would have some 95, apparently we was take here. Yeah, I took this, took here, queen e6, apparently it's queen e7.
Music licensing.
I came back, again b6. Playing. Yeah, queen a6, strange. And he had some compensation. Yeah, b6 was out. Scared of a ghost, so just take this. Bishop 8. Then take on c5. Yeah, you were right. I could play bishop e6 here.
Artlist IO.
Bishop f8. King f8. Yeah, he should have played g4. I felt that. Yeah, I felt this knight g4 was very bad. And here we luckily we got him quite easily. So it was a tense fight. It was a tense fight.
Licensing reimagined.
Yeah, my friend. I maybe need to drink some water, guys. Guys, give me 2 minutes to come back. I want to get some water here to relieve my hiccups. I'm going to be back. Be back, guys.
Artlist IO. Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, guys. All right. I don't know if I didn't solve the problems. Yeah. Look, I think the main problem is not normal hiccups. The problem is I don't know how many of you guys go to gym and those kind of things. But I regularly work out. And I started taking creatine. And I think it didn't go so well with my stomach. I think that didn't go too well with my stomach. And after I
Licensing
took that, I found that I was getting some stomach problems and now this hiccuping. So I don't know if it's related to that. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. But the hiccups is not some random thing. Whatever I do now is not working. I tried everything. I was jumping. I was putting my knees to my chest, holding my breath, drinking water. Nothing is working. It's strange.
Artlist IO.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Music licensing
All right.
reimagined.
So we have any new viewers here? We have a little dilemma today. So International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar. suffering from a bad case of the hiccups. A6. Can't play F4. To play F4. Must will run him over. Will bulldoze him.
Artlist
Guys, I've been hiccuping like this literally the whole day. Like non-stop. That is not a good sign. I don't know. It's not a good sign at all. Bishop D3, knight F3 is also possible.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright guys, but you see, I knew I had hiccups. I ain't missing the stream, guys. I ain't missing the stream. Ain't no way. You guys have a dedicated YouTuber here. Sick. Could be dying. But I ain't missing the stream, guys. Guys, I was thinking about getting this Meta AI glasses and start like live streaming with the Meta AI glasses, like day in the life of a chess master. What do you guys think about that idea? Do you all think that could be interesting if I get like this AI glasses and start streaming with that? Like the Meta AI glasses. What do you all think about that? Do you think that could be interesting or this castle? Let's try to bulldoze him F5. How you kill him? I think we just play F5. Coming, baby, coming. The hiccup master is coming. Yeah, I take with the pawn, he wants bishop c5 and castles. Just take him in the knight make any sense? Bishop e7. I place bishop e7 and I don't have anything.
Artlist IO.
I'm not sure, maybe knight e5. Bishop e7. Yeah, sticks, try to sacrifice everything. I'm calculating that. I'm calculating knight e5. Bishop e7.
Reimagined.
I generally like this move. It looks interesting. Bishop e7. I have actually queen h5. How is he gonna defend this? So this looks like a big idea of mine.
Music licensing reimagined.
We just take on.
Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined.
Maybe, my friend, maybe. To be honest with you guys, I don't like to go to the doctor too much, but maybe it's needed here. I mean, doctor would know better than me for sure if I have some problem.
Artlist IO.
Can I just take on g7 and delete all his pawns up? What does the guy want? Yeah, I mean, just take this.
Music licensing
Yeah,
reimagined.
maybe I could be right. Could be right. Yeah, I'll have to get that checked out.
Artlist.io.
I should know some doctors. See, this is why it's useful to know some doctors. If I knew some doctors, could ask them what's going on. So this is Bishop 4-1 rookie 1 and just catch his king.
Artlist.io.
King is not looking too good. Okay, let's move my queen. I don't understand what he's doing. Yeah, he wants to. I'm thinking where exactly to move my queen. Actually, queen h3 is fine. He wants to stop e1 for my rooks. Let's decide if I can kick him with g3. Alright, guys. International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar here from Trinidad and Tobago. #1 player in the Caribbean. So we have a little dilemma here. We're suffering from a bad case of the hiccups unexpectedly. But we are managing it. We are fighting as always. And we will prevail.
Music licensing reimagined.
Okay, then. Take on b2. Let him take this pawn if he wants. But that'll be the last pawn he ever takes. That will be the last pawn he ever takes.
Artlist.io.
Huh. I guess it was not the last pawn he ever took. Take here with knight d4, 97 first sideways, rook is hanging.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I should be able to just move my king to h1. King's completely safe, and now what's he going to do with his rook? Yeah, I have to think how to proceed here. He wants to take my knight.
Artlist.io.
Yeah. It's a quite strange position, I must say. Game check here.
Music licensing.
And come in with my rook. Rook e7. This should be a killer blow. Alright. Plays f6.
Artlist.io.
Do I have to sacrifice my bishop? Going on here? Don't tell me we're messing this one up.
Music licensing reimagined.
We'll do here some rook c1. Let's try this to get his queen away from the pawn. And rook c2. How is he going to defend this pawn now? Now we just want to take it with the knight next. This queen is hanging. Queen is a queen. Alright guys, so do we have any new viewers today? We almost at 12,800 subscribers. We need just 5 more subscribers to the 12,800 mark. So we're here for the first time. This is a very instructive improvement channel. I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar, #1 player from the crib. And so be sure to subscribe. So here we have a lot of improvement tips, a lot of insights into how I am thinking. So yeah, this is called removing the defense. Okay, sacrifice queen. I mean, give me that, my friend. Now I'm happy if I trade dark squared bishops. Then I'm up. Okay. Let's come out with him here. I don't think that was the best place to put his king.
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's play rook e1. Maybe I'll sacrifice my rook and just play f6. I don't want his rook to come here. Play bishop d3. Queen takes, he has bishop c6. I wouldn't want to fall for that. That would be a little bit unpleasant. Pawns are quite annoying.
Music licensing reimagined.
Then getting rook c1. Turn my attention for his king. Hello, my friend. Am I still in time for some chess education? You're in time, my friend. You're in time. You're in time, my friend. And don't worry, my friend. You didn't come too late. But what happened, my friend, Mr. Leonard? We got a very bad case of the hiccups today. So almost every minute I have these hiccups here. I don't know why, but yeah, we're trouble with that today. So if queen d5, bishop c6, I can play rook c4, so I'm not worried about that.
Music licensing reimagined.
Bishop c4, dc4, rook c4. Let's take this here. Bishop c6, I'm not scared. I have rook c4. Now sacrifice. Sometimes when you have material, you can't be scared to give back material. Yeah, guys, I have a bad case of the hiccups today. I tried everything. I held my breath. I drank a lot of water. But this trouble seems to not be leaving me. Alright, we had a very nice game today. Hikaru Nakamura. No, my friend, I'm not experiencing any pain from it. It's just very annoying. It's just disturbing me. We're clapping this guy. So we have to call me the hiccup master. Queen c6 is anything. Let's take this pawn. I like to trouble myself. Does he have bishop g3? I should have bishop e4. Or rook h2, king g1. Yes, king is too badly placed to have any compensation. Yeah, thank you for telling me good game, my friend. I actually am doing quite a lot of training these days. This is completely free. Boom, 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 boom. We got him there. That's the style. Trinidad and Tobago, man. That's how we play from the islands. We had an interesting opening. I played with 93.93% accuracy. A good game. So yeah, when he plays a move like this, I'm like, what's he doing? Now I could play like knight f3, but I wanted to stay full center like this because he gave me knight f3, e5. Why not to kick him back and take 6 bishop d3? So again, I'm one move away from castling. I have full center and he still has a castle. And his e5 pawn is a big bone in his throat. Knight b6 castles, c6. I just went f5. I'm going for him here, guys. No time to waste. No time to joke around. We want that kill. When your opponent is messing around and he's not developing his pieces, you want to kill him. You want to kill him dead. So took. And here, guys, was a very instructive moment. I'm from the island of Trinidad, my friend, Mr. Leonard. Because Tobago is a very small island. Nothing much goes on there. The people just relax there, they vacation there. It's a small island. It's not too big. The population is, I can research, but I think it's in Tobago, it's less than 100,000 people if I'm right, or around. Don't take my word for it, but it's a small island, my friend. They don't really have too much there, honestly. I'm from Trinidad. I was born there and I grew up there. But a very fun fact, Mr. Leonard, I was actually not born in Trinidad. I was born in Barbados, where Rihanna is from, because my father, he used to work in Barbados. And he had a job over there, and I was actually born there, but we never really lived there. We came back to Trinidad, and I'm from there. And my father's from Trinidad. I took with the knight. So usually, guys, you think, why not take with the pawn? You have the 2 pawns here, they're going down the road. However, yeah, first of all, black could have immediately completed this development like this. But yeah, then again, it's still not too good. Then f6 is really is in some trouble. So this I also could have done this. Take with the pawn was fine. Both honestly fine, but taking with the piece. Already on knight looking at f7. And I had the ideas like queen h5. So you play this and it's queen h5. How is he going to stop this if he castles f6? Already game is over. Already. He played rook f8. We took. And yeah, we simply brought out my pieces. And I think we relatively easily converted this without any problems. One of the key points was here. Knight and bishop was under attack. And f6 is defended by the queen. And bishop found this resource to completely kick the queen away from the defense. And we simply, yeah, this was a quite clean game actually. Quite clean game. So rook c4 we take. I'll just take this quite clean game, guys. Very nice game. Yeah, I was born in Barbados. I have a passport from there, but I never really lived there. I'm 100% origin from Trinidad and Tobago, and I grew up there. But they are very nice countries, my friend. I honestly, if you want like a vacation, you're on somewhere nice. Barbados is much more safer. They cater more to tourists. Very nice place. People also very friendly in Barbados. You have a very good experience if you go Barbados. You can't go wrong there. Very nice country, Barbados. Trinidad and Tobago is more touristic, but we're not 100% catered to tourists as in Barbados. Barbados is quite well. I also like the beaches a bit more there. Tobago is quite nice too. So okay, let's play. Play pawn to d4. Knight f6, knight f3. e6, let's go for c4. Let's allow him to go Indian if he pleases. What is he going to do? So guys, we're very close to 12,800 subscribers. I think we need just 5 more. So if you're new here, guys, be sure to subscribe. I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar. It's going to be a new home to improvement. Let's play Catalan here with g3, bishop g2. I honestly don't know anything about this, but I want to experiment. Let's play bishop d2.
Music licensing reimagined.
I have no idea if we take with the queen or with the the knight here. Actually, I don't know. I think we take with the knight. Sometimes I take with the queen to leave c3 available for the knight. But here, yeah, I think it's quite solid here for white. c6 is playing a little bit passive.
Artlist.io.
Play queen c2, stop any knight e4s. It's clear he wants to go e5. Just put the rook over here, kind of discourage that.
Reimagined.
Okay, we take over here now. e6 is on the attack. Usually, that's a good idea what white waits to do. He waits for black to play like that.
Artlist.io.
Let's get my pieces in the games, my friend. Do I play e4? Let's play e3. Some black, white a lot of time plays bishop f1 to trade bishops actually. Because the black bishop is quite good here, and my bishop is no longer too well. Let's play queen a4. Let's see what he wants. I have a set training routine, my friend. I have a set training routine. Usually work in whatever you want is not going to lead anywhere. Usually you won't see any improvement. That's a bad idea, actually. You should never just work on what you want. You should have a set training routine and set books you're working on. It's no secret the current books I'm working on this. I try to do 2 hours every day on this book, Imagination and Chess. I recently started a new book here. It's I printed out the PDF here. Secrets of Chess Training. I got the book PDF and I printed it out. Take with bishop but the knight. Knight takes a lot. Hello my friend, what's up to you my friend? Thank you for your greetings, man. We need 5 more subscribers to reach 12,800. So if you're new here, if anyone new here, be sure to subscribe. I think we take with bishop. I don't allow his knight to come to e4. But then again, play e5, bishop takes e5. That's a bit annoying. This is knight and e4 isn't really doing anything. I mean, I'm not scared of that. I would be scared of that. We ain't scared of that. So I have a set training routine, my friend. I plan like what books am I going to be working on, and I assign specific amount of hours. Yes, my friend, I had to first take here, but then he plays this, so I can't immediately play this queen now. Move. How am I gonna exploit its weaknesses? Here's a good question.
Artlist.io.
Let's try this bishop f1, bishop b5. Trying to pin him here. This is a quite interesting maneuver. But like bishop on g2, it's not doing too much. Look at the knight, look at this pawn. I'm not scared of e5. I'm not scared of it.
Music licensing reimagined.
Me, my friend, I am from the Caribbean. I am from Trinidad and Tobago, my friend. I'm the #1 player in the entire English-speaking Caribbean. I'm from the Caribbean, my friend. I'm the Caribbean chess master. Let's play knight e5 here. I mean, I think, my knight might cause him some trouble. Yeah, I'm from an unusual place, my friend. I come from very far. Very far. Where are you from, my friend? Are you a beginner? Are you an intermediate player? Or you're a seasoned veteran? What do you take here? Thinking if I should play bishop b5 and rook e7.
Imagined.
Let's try bishop a6. Try to completely win the c file, force him to take, and my rook takes control of the c file. Ah, that's very good. What state are you from, my friend? States is a very big place. Very big place, my friend.
Artlist.io.
All right. So black has some holes in the position, as you can see, c6 and b5. So you have to be careful. Like when black moved up his pawns, like b6 and a5, they made some holes here in the position. And I'm trying to use my pieces. So generally in chess,
Licensing reimagined.
Missouri, okay. This very, guys, if you hear me hiccuping, I have to warn you. I've been hiccuping the whole day today. I don't know what it is, but it ain't going away. So I warn you guys if you complain about that. But there's a lot of chess played there. There's some chess universities there actually. If I take now, so black doesn't want to concede the c file. He's playing kind of smart. It's not so stupid player.
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I'm thinking how I can increase the pressure here, honestly, guys. I'm thinking rook c6 is one idea. Bishop b5, let's put rook back to f8. Rook c6, I'm worried he'll be able to take on e5.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright guys, I'm thinking how to continue my advantage here. I want to exert some pressure on the c file. Let's try taking here. I have one very interesting idea.
IO.
Play knight g4. He can't take because I'll eat his rook. And if I take on g4, he's left with his knight on g6, which is actually not his best piece. Yeah, I mean, it's not losing or anything for me. Just move his rook, but then I double his pawn structure.
Artlist.io.
Then I double his pawn structure. So my friend Ricky, like, he saw that, like, he's been doing some training, my friend. That's a very good catch. So guys, are y'all going to be playing any classical tournaments soon? Do we have anyone here who's taking part in any classical tournaments?
Music licensing reimagined.
Let's take this. I guess bishop d3 now. But I don't like this too much. We conceded. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that. You'll always learn a lot. Now the problem is I want to get my rook on the c file. Which queen there is bothering us. And we conceded the c file. I'm not sure how exactly we're gonna take back control over there. But first let me start by like getting my king to g2. So you may think, why am I putting my king there? Well, the king fills the squares that were left out by the pawn and walks away from any
Licensing reimagined.
queen c1 or anything like that. Try queen b5. Keep an eye here. And then my idea is generally I want rook e2, rook c2.
Artlist.io.
Maybe she wants queen b4. Let's play a3. Yeah, I think we didn't convert this the best way. So this knight g4 looked like a nice tactic, however,
Reimagined.
in practice, it didn't turn out that easy. Our opponent is defending extremely well, though he's playing strangely quite well. So yeah, I thought maybe this idea was queen before. I want to start a rook e2 now. He's going for some sort of attack.
Artlist.io.
He wants... Is he even threatening anything? Yeah, threatening maybe f4.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'm not sure he's threatening. I play king. If I play rook c2, I guess he wants f4. Try around with my king. I think he still can play some knight h4
Artlist.io.
or something. Oh, very good at everything. Went good, my friend. Very good that you recovered. Very good. That's good. So now we're back to 100% soon, and you'll be able to play. So I'm thinking, guys. So again, I generally have the better pawn structure, the better prospects with rook c2. He wants to try something on my king. He wants to play like some sacrifice, maybe knight h4. The idea takes queen h2. So he wants to get some attack or some counter play going. Now he plays h5. I honestly think it's a little bit too slow. I think I can do rook c2 and just go with my plan. Because after h4 he doesn't have a threat. I mean pawn takes, pawn takes. What? Yeah, I don't think he's playing too smart. Let's play rook c6. I'm gonna take the pawn. I have to be fast though. Time is low. So yeah, he's gonna play against that. He's definitely gonna play. I'll take with the rook, most likely. Take with the rook. The idea, queen h6, I have rook b8. Trading rooks. Rook b8, queen h1, king e2. Queen h1, I just move my king, king e2. Not scared, he has no more checks after that. I need to get my queen in the action. Maybe we'll just play knight f8.
Artlist.io.
How am I going to hold this? Let's go on the counter attack here.
Music license.
I want like queen e7, queen h1 again, king e2. I don't see the big deal. I want like queen e7 here. Need to focus in. I was going to take his pawn just on f7. But whatever it is, I need to play fast, guys. Time is low here. We've been playing well, but thinking too long. I just should be winning for some B2s defended.
Music licensing reimagined.
Move up with the queen. If I could trade queens, this would be over without much problems, honestly. So if I could play queen h4. If he moves his knight, trade rooks.
IO. Music licensing reimagined.
What's this? Going on the counter attack. Let's try around with my king.
Artlist IO.
He wants queen g4. Did we mess something up here?
Music licensing reimagined.
Yeah, I didn't think we played the most accurate way for sure. I'm gonna take his knight, tempo. Queen e5 check, we go. Yeah, I'm pretty my flaggers here.
Artlist IO.
Yeah, we don't really have much time to think.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist IO. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist IO.
We got him. We got him there, guys. What a game. What a game. He was trying to flag us. Wow, sorry guys, I didn't read the chat because we were quite in some time trouble. Hello, my friends. Hello. I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago here, #1 player in the English-speaking Caribbean. And you have joined a very instructive stream, guys. This is a very educational stream. We help people improve their chess for free. We help people get to the next level. We provide insights. That was a good game, my friends. What a game. What a game. So you all be sure to subscribe just for that game there. I think it was a decent game, honestly. I think let's check it out. Yeah, so we played like this Catalan. Played like calm queen c2. Black chose are rather passive but very solid. Thank you, my friends. Well, I'm an international master. I'm the #1 player from the Caribbean for a reason. So thank you guys for playing a good game. Be sure to subscribe because you can expect a lot of games like that. Now let's analyze it here. Queen c2, rook d1. I'm not sure play d4 here to break in the center. But I played rook d1. I was, lining up my rook indirectly with his queen. Black played b6. I took again apparently e4. Somehow I completely forgot about this idea, my friends. I completely forgot. And we had this position here, queen a4. So it generally looks like nothing too much is going on here. Looks like black is solid. Everything should be fine. He played bishop e2, rook e1. He took the bishop. I took with the knight. So generally this looks very symmetrical, very solid. However, black has some weaknesses. He moved the pawns like this. So he has some weak squares here. So I had to use these weaknesses to try to win. He played a5 and now I played the brilliant move bishop f1 with the bishop on g2. Just looks at the pawn here. However, with the bishop landing on b5 now, this is going to create some quite unpleasant threats. So I want to explain you guys here some improvement tips. So a5 here. So yeah, I was thinking here, how could I improve the position? Generally, everything is solid. If I trade the rooks, it just takes with the queen. What then? I can't bring my other rook here. So what did I do? If I play, my knight can't really go here. I mean, what did I achieve? In fact, this might be worse for me. He could take, and after knight here, his knight wants to come here. Also, my pawn is under attack. So I thought, what could I do? And very naturally came to me this bishop f1. So now when the bishop comes on b5, he comes under a large pin. And my king is safe, so I don't have to be scared about making a move like that. He played knight f8 and immediately giving away control of here. So I jump with my knight here. Then my pieces have control here. I like my position, knight g6. I played bishop a6. However, perhaps I had another way like knight c6, queen d6. I could have played something like this was also possible. Then I want to bring my rook here. Meanwhile, I'm stopping him. And if he attacks my bishop, it's queen b5. Yeah, however, this is quite a little bit risky here. Apparently, maybe bishop a6 and just rook e2, rook c2. My idea was to double on the c file, but I couldn't fully realize the exact method how to make it happen. With bishop b5, he has 97. So queen b5. Yeah, this looks kind of funny, but white is holding together everything actually. Wow. Yeah, 97. And rook e c2. Wow. Okay, this would have worked. But bishop a6, rook c2. I decided to take because I saw a very interesting idea. My idea was I thought his rook is looking a little bit off guard. So I took. I played this knight g4 here, trying to get his rook here. So if he takes, I take his rook and I damage the structure. Here, however, I shortly realized that this was not as easy as meets the eye, as Optimus Prime would say in Transformers. But we are not from Transformers, we are from the Caribbean. We're like Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean here. I'm the Caribbean chess master. So now I was thinking, how could we win this position? First of all, I didn't like my rook. Rook here is a little bit funny. And I definitely want the rook on the c file, that's for sure. But how am I going to get here? This queen is there. So my general idea was I wanted my bishop back on d3. And I want to organize in the right moment, rook e2, rook c2, to get on the c file and bring him some pressure. He played f5. Now what I really like about my position, I must tell you guys, because we double the pawns, my king is quite safe because he doesn't have any f4. I'll just take with the pawn here. On any h5, h4, this pawn formation is quite solid. So he doesn't really have any attack against my king, and his knight is not doing anything. First I played king g2 because I didn't want to play rook e2 to run into this queen c1. And apparently this would be a blunder too, because queen c1, king g2, there's this strange move, knight h4, takes, and king h8. This would have been unexpected lightning, guys. this would not have been nice. Yeah, so I have to be careful of those kind of ideas. So I played king g2 first,
Reimagined.
and now I didn't want to play rook e2 here again. Yeah, this queen c1 is unpleasant, so I played queen b5. Apparently I also could have played with queen d1 and tried some h4. I played queen b5 trying to pin him down to this pawn. Played queen d6, and now I played a3 because I don't know, maybe he wants some queen b4. Let's say I play h3. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he wanted to play this, and these pawns are in dark squares, so my bishop can attack it. Now he has this open line, so I thought maybe he wants this, and this could be a little bit hard to win. So I played a3, stopping queen b4, king h8. I played rook e2. I want to continue with my idea. Maybe rook c2 again. Nothing like this works because I saw lines like this, but I saw that my king is actually escaping quite well and safe. I'm up a piece. Played rook g8. I just moved my king. My king is running, and again he has no attack here. Again doesn't have this. Takes. King runs. He played h5, but to me, in my honest opinion, I thought this is not doing anything. I mean, h5, h4, he doesn't even have a threat. And when he takes, I'll just take. So this was too slow. He needed some sort of other idea. I played rook c2. Now I continued my attack. He doesn't have any threat. h4, rook c6. Took the pawn apparently. So I played rook c7. And here we were in time trouble here. I tried trading the rooks. Played knight f8. Apparently I just took this pawn here, and he has no threats. But I went on queen e8, and here he was trying to flag me here. But the whole point is my king looks safe, and here apparently I made a mistake in time trouble here. Knight g6 here. And yeah, this would have been bad, but yeah, mistakes happen in time trouble. We had 30 seconds here. I mean, what to do? And eventually we caught him here. Our king escaped. And we traded queens, and we won this quite easily. Yes, aside from the time scramble. Let's play another game. So guys, if you're new here to the stream, be sure to like and subscribe. Come across the YouTube, comment there. Be subscribed if you want to definitely get some regular improvement content. But that's what we plan to do here, guys. We want you guys to truly improve. Let's play one more game.
Artlist.io.
So be sure to subscribe, because here, you know, in this channel, we're here for you guys. We're certified international master. We're not no random person streaming. Wanting you guys to improve. We actually have the credentials. I'm a professional coach. It's my job. For now, my friend, for now, maybe it will return. We will see. Let's play the Queen's Indian with b6, bishop b7. Play this for fun. He could play e4. Let's play like knight f6.
Artlist.io.
e6. Traditional style c4. Bishop b7 castles. You know, the whole idea for black now is black has a little bit less space in the center, so black usually plays knight e4 just to trade pieces, get his bishop on a strong central square on e4, and this is usually quite solid. This was one of my first openings when I was even a beginner. I used to play this. So my friends, how is everyone doing in chat? Does anyone need any chess books recommendations? Any training recommendations? How are you guys going?
Artlist.io.
This is honestly a strange move, kind of just take here and then just takes bishops on. Yeah, he has the double pawns. It's quite a strange move, honestly.
Music licensing reimagined.
Check if I play d5 or just d6 and with the idea e5. Yeah, d5 he just undoubles his pawns. I want to keep his pawns double, so I think I'll just play d6 and e5. I have some ideas. I have like knight c6, knight a5. The knight here attacks his pawn well, and then maybe queen d7.
Artlist.io.
Play even e5 here. Yeah, I mean, without his light squared bishop, I don't think he has... It's kind of crazy what he's doing here.
Reimagined.
Cannot play knight c6. What does he want? So he's playing quite aggressively. But I don't think this should be able to work. I don't think play like this should work under any circumstance.
Artlist.io. Artlist.io.
I think we just take and maybe even play f5. Yeah, this is a typical defensive resource here. It's gone for now, my friend. It's gone for now. It may be back. It was like that yesterday too. It went for a while, but then it came back when I least expected it. Let me try to go for his king. Queen 8, queen h5. I have different students, but the favorite people I like to work with are people like from 1500 to 1800, because that way they already know something about the game. They have a foundation, and I specialize in bringing those people up. I work with some beginners too, but mainly intermediate players from like 1500 is why I specialize with 1500 FIDE and those kind of things. I have worked in the past with some beginners, like some people even with 1200 and so on. But as I said, I have my preference that I generally like to work with 1500 to 1800. And I am a second to some grandmasters and Olympiad teams. So I'm very good with opening preparation here for higher level players and helping them as well. So we take with the pawn. That doesn't look too good. Let's take with the bishop here. The bishop sits naturally here. Very surprising he gave up this pawn here. Yes, my friend, you are right. It looks intimidating, so I don't know why he did that. I don't know. He made a stupid decision. Yeah, maybe he wants 95. His knight is good there, but his king is a little bit weak. I don't know. I don't want to take that. Then if I take that, his pawn is coming there. Position is a little bit annoying. Bishop takes, f takes. Yeah. Queen can't come to h5 though. So I'm a little bit annoyed about it. Let's try a funny idea. Let's try knight a5. Simple idea. I want to take and take his pawn. Let's see what he wants.
Music licensing reimagined.
It does, because then if I say who I helped, the opponents could just check my my openings, and they will already know what that person's gonna play, because I specialize in some openings. It's unknown, and if people know who I'm helping, they will just check my games and see what I'm playing, and then they will know what the person's gonna play. So I can't say that. However, it was some quite strong players.
Artlist.io.
However, a specific chess women's team in the European individuals, I won't say who, but they took a medal because of one of the ideas in my recent course. So you could imagine the kind of level of work and so on that we do. I think rook d8 here looks nice. Yeah, I mean, that's the annoying thing about, being a second, is when you help prepare people, people ideas in chess are quite important. People like surprises. They like the element of surprise. So guys, if anyone tuning in here new, I'm International Master Alan Safar Ramoutar, the Caribbean chess master, #1 chess player from the Caribbean islands. And we are here to make your chess better. We are here to make you play some sense. People these days play too much stupid chess. We want you all to play smart. Smart chess. Let's try queen h5. Maybe even rook f6, rook h6 could be one idea. Even rook f6, take on e5 and rook g6. That could make some sense. But one of my yes, let's push. Thank you, my friend. We have to go to 12.8k subs, guys. We need to go there. Thank you guys for joining in here. We're making a push. I am Alan Safar Ramoutar here, crusading, conquesting, Caribbean style. You all didn't get no chess stream like this. This is real chess stream here from Trinidad and Tobago, from the Caribbean, man. This ain't no European, American thing, man. We are the real chess here. So you want rook f6, maybe rook h6. This king is quite exposed. But Mr. Leonard, you can actually check. One of my students had a quite amazing result. It's a famous story, actually. I don't know if you heard. Search out, his name was like Andrew Yeselson from America. He was like a UFC, USCF rated player. He ended up in the Washington Post. He had a famous story. He came to Serbia to train with me for 2 weeks before his NATO chess championship. And then when he played his starting rank, was like 80th or something. And he ended up placing, I believe, in the top 10 or so. And he gained like 80 ELO points in one tournament in the NATO chess championship. He came out in the Washington Post. He had an amazing result. And 2 weeks before that, we had a training camp right here in my home. That, I believe, was 2 years ago. So sometimes people even visit me for training camps. Okay, I think we take here. It's nice, quite annoying here. We don't deal with that. Because yeah, it used to be like that in the old days. You would actually visit the master in his house and have a chess training camp. I don't know if that's still done because of the internet now, but it's still useful. I myself attended some training camps from some coaches. Alright guys, let's keep pushing it. Let's push it. Come across the YouTube, guys. Come across the YouTube. Watch over there. Let's see what he's gonna play. Alright guys, come on. I am Alan Safar Ramoutar here, International Master. This is the best stream you're gonna see for the day. Telling that 100%. I ain't put on no clown hat. I ain't jumping up for any entertainment. We have real instructional chess value and chess content right here on YouTube here. So guys, where you all playing chess this summer? Does anyone have any special plans? Do you train any CM or FM? Not anymore, no. But I'm telling you guys, these days, I came Serbia first time because during COVID, this coronavirus thing, Serbia was the only country that had chess tournaments. Actually, everywhere else was closed. That's strange. So can I play Queen G4 check? Or can I simply play Queen F7 and stay this pawn? Queen G4 check, Rook G3. Queen G4, Rook G3. I'm leaning towards Queen F7, but Queen G6, Rook G3 again. Let's try this. Rook G3, I think I could just move my queen. Do I not have Queen C6 check? Yes, d5, yeah.
Artlist.io.
I guess I have to play queen c4. Yeah, I can't move my bishop, he'll take my queen. Knight c4 is not advisable, let's take with queen.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, we should be crushing him here, man. I just have to be careful. He might have some bishop h6 to take advantage of the pin here. So I have to just watch out for that, guys. So guys, let's see if we reach the subscriber amount.
Reimagined.
We need 3 more subscribers to pass, guys. We need 3 more subscribers to pass it. So we're almost there, but not quite yet. Can I play f4 first? I think I could play f4 first. Yeah, just attack him. Yeah, just get my pawn down, annoying him once more. And then I just take on d5 next. Maybe rook. I want to close this bishop also. Alright guys, we need 3 more subscribers to reach 12,800. So if that's one of you, you've seen this channel the first time, be sure to subscribe. You're going to get a run. Free money here. Fact free content here. Caribbean chess. Can't get better than that, guys. Rook there. Does some tactics like f3 work? f3, rook takes, queen g4, rook g3. I don't know. Looks interesting at least.
Artlist.io.
f3, rook takes. I can play rook takes also. Why to play that complicated chess? We could play simple chess, honestly. He wants to take on a, so let's just take my pawn. Let's take my pawn.
Music licensing reimagined.
And he resigned. I don't know why he didn't fight on. I don't think it's that clear. Quite an interesting game. We played with almost 93% accuracy. Yeah, he's lost here. One night, interesting game. So we played like here knight c3, and usually in these structures, black wants to trade some pieces because he has less space. So knight e4 here. Black usually wants to take, install his bishop on e4. Because imagine if white takes, bishop takes, this bishop is untouchable. And if white moves his knight, simply we take on g2. White played knight e2, is quite strange. I took here, I took, and now he has these double pawns. And usually when there are less pieces on the board, the side has less dynamic potential. So because white traded these pieces, he doesn't have that many pieces left to attack with. He has only his knight and bishop. Where are they doing? His knight is here, bishop is here. So I didn't understand this. I played simply d6, e4, because my idea is I don't want him to play c5 and double his pawns. Play d4, I play d5 now. And he went very aggressive f4, which I think he kind of had to. Otherwise, if he sits down and does nothing, these pawns will be stuck and they will simply be weak. So f4, played knight c6. I took here now because this was a lot too much pressure here and tension, honestly. I didn't want to play a move like f6, definitely is an ugly move. Don't want to play moves like that. Then I look at my bishop. So I took and I decided for this f5 here, which e5 and our friend from Serbia here.
Music licensing
Let's check, my friend. I'm not sure. Let me check if it's 12.8. If we reach the goal for today. We got there. We got there. Got 12,800 subscribers. Very good, my friends. Thank you all very much. We're moving one step at a time. One step at a time. Very good.
Artlist.io.
So now I played queen e8. I wanted to go across with king. However, perhaps knight a5 attacking the pawn was best. Interesting. And now white here has this intimidating pawn mass. But he just takes the pawn. This was quite strange. I took with the bishop.
Artlist.io.
Apparently we should have took with the pawn, which it stops his knight from coming here. Yeah, that was a big thing, guys. We shouldn't have let his knight to come there. We took with the bishop. I thought the bishop is good here, but this knight, this square was really strong for his knight. So in hindsight, we shouldn't have allowed that. Yes, thank you very much, guys. We're going. We want to reach 13,000 soon.
Music licensing.
Really, we're trying our best. We're putting out content, guys. Trying to help you guys improve here. You know, we really deserve. You know, this is our team effort here. We truly want you guys to learn, not only be entertained. So now knight a5, my plan was simple. The knight defends the pawn on c4. Some areas I take the knight, take the pawn, plays queen e3. And now I play rook d8, kind of making an uncomfortable situation for him. For example, he plays a move like a3. You could imagine something like this might even happen to sacrifice the queen because of the pin. Just an example. Rook e1, and now I came up with the queen to provoke him here. He played rook e3, but then I just took. And if fe4, my idea was f4, and I thought this a little bit uncomfortable for his king here. He played rook h3, which was strange.
Reimagined.
Quite strange. But I check, and this check queen c6. And now I have a free. I just took a free bishop. So what's he doing? d5, I just took here, and f4. I could play rook d5 also, and he resigned here. He's down too many pawns. And guys, we got him there with that. We got him there with that war game. War game. Thank you guys for the support. We slowly moving up. Slowly moving up.
Artlist I.
So guys, how did you all enjoy the stream today? So we slowly coming to the end, guys. Of course, I would like to do longer, but you know, I'm working, guys. I'm working. I'm a professional coach. I have lessons. I have to do my work, my friends. Okay, you have an important question, Mr. Leonard. Now, when you say intermediate player, what rating do you mean exactly? Yeah, that's true that not everything is the same for everyone. However, with my students, I have like something that's like an obligation. Any of my students, there's one book, one very specific book that they have to finish if they work with me. There's no exception around that. And that book is The Art of Combination by Maxime. Yes, then you in it right. The Art of Combination by Maxime Bloch. It's basically a book with around 1,400 puzzles, and it deals with every single tactical idea, tactical pattern or motif in one book. It's an old book, so I'm not sure if it's hard to find, but you should be able to find it online, PDF you could get. But Maxime Bloch, The Art of Combination, let me type it in here. That's an amazing book. So that way, because tactics and calculation is very important. Then I rate positional and middle game understanding is quite important. And then end game here. Openings, I actually don't rate too highly for my students. I think there are many other things you could do, but let me type in here what you could do. The art of combination. Yes, Stefan, that's the book I showed you. That's the book I showed you. This book is gold. That book is a must for my students. Once you finish that book, then you'll be happy how you covered a large aspect of tactics. Then I would work on some middle game strategies. For example, I would work on some middle game understandings. There are many good books about the middle games. There's techniques of positional play. There's some course on Chessable was about that. The Woodpecker 2, I personally is not a favorite of mine. I did it, is not a favorite of mine. Yeah, there are other books. There are a lot of good books out there, but as I said, I think you should study that book, Maxime Bloch. Then I would go with studying the former world chess champions, starting from like Capablanca and guys like Alekin. So you should definitely start there. That's my advice I have for you here. But you can't go wrong with studying those tactics. It's very important skill in chess, very essential. Because usually, even if you get a bad position at that level, your opponent's going to give you another chance anyways. They're going to make some mistakes, and then being tactically alert is important to spot the right moment for the tactic. So yeah, tactics is very important for that level, one of the most important things. So that's why that book is crucial. Does anyone have any other questions before we end the stream today, guys? You all have any other questions, guys? Does anyone have anything you need to ask me? Check here.
Artlist I.
Does anyone have any other questions? Oh, good luck to you, Mr. Ricky. Good luck to you, my friends. Good luck, Mr. Ricky. For endgames, Mikhail Shereshevsky endgame strategy is very good. Study that one. Mikhail Shereshevsky endgame strategy. Very good one. And if you 2000 plus rated, this book is quite good. You might find it a little bit difficult. That book could be good for you, but Mikhail Shereshevsky Endgame Strategy would also be good for you. Those books also would be good for you, my friend. Those books are quite good as well. It'll be a bit hard. I generally like older books written in the older era. The instructional value was quite useful. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for today. I need to take a little rest. Continue.